Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Ravina Bhaskaran, an author, illustrator, and publisher. I have recently launched this Birdomania Coloring Book. I hope many people love this coloring book. Many people are purchasing this book. I am really thankful for you. I am really glad that you love this book, Florimania, as well as this Birdomania. Today we are gonna color one page from this book. If you haven't watched the flip through of this book, I will include the link in the description as well as in the I button that is popping right now. You can go check that out. Okay, this is a premium version hardcover book. Today I'm gonna color this beautiful single page actually, but I have made few marks in the left side page as well. I think I'm gonna cover this entire page into some beautiful sky scene, maybe some water and sky part, something like this. This book has a reference number in the left side of the page, so that you can check the bird list. And this is swan. Obviously, you know, if you don't know about any bird's name, you will get the list here. Some birds are mentioned as random birds, so you can color your local birds or any imaginary birds. Okay. Today we are gonna approach this. Obviously, I'm gonna use a new color for the background because it's much easier and it will give that magical effect. For the swan, I'm not gonna do the usual white swan. I'm gonna make it as a black swan with some coral red kind of beak. So it looks amazing. I don't know how I'm gonna approach this. No idea, nothing. I have some reference image I have taken from Pinterest, and I don't know how I'm gonna approach this or color palette. As of now, black, maybe black or darker background. Also, the water must be black, maybe darker. Background, maybe dark blue, something like that, and little bit of light hitting the swan. And for the flowers, really, I don't have any idea. Since the beak has coral red, we can use some pinks here and there because black and pink work out really good. So I'm thinking of using some pink flowers, and there are other kinds of smaller flowers. I don't know what contrasting color I'm gonna give. Also, I don't want to use any green color, I guess. It would be very contrasting then, so that this black swan would be that much visible. Maybe some blue, different shades of blue we can use for leaves and the stems, those kind of things. um, I'm gonna experiment now. I hope it will come out well. Let's see. Now let's start with the background. For that, I'm taking some desert rose from New Color 2. These are water soluble crayons. And then I'm taking the Payne's Gray. Since we need the dark background, I am gonna use some blue and Payne's Gray. And in the middle part where there is a little bit of sun, there I have used some desert rose. To give some dimension, I'm also using some light gray and also blue. And below here, what for the water part, I'm using some salmon pink and squiggling out some water lines. These will be the highlights later. And then I'm not worrying about much now. I'm using the same indigo blue color and all kind of blue shades. I want some difference between the sky and then the water, so I'm using indigo blue. And for the sky, the maximum area is covered by the Payne's Gray, so there will be enough difference. I am trying to do those intricate parts in the botanicals. I have managed to cover it. Later, we can do that part with the color pencil. Slowly, take your time, and this is a sped up version. And take your time and squiggle your brush in a circular motion. That will create an amazing cloud and watery effect. And to blend out the gray and the desert rose part, I am picking out some color from the crayon and slowly blending it in, because gray and desert rose need some in between colors. Since we have not used that, take your time and blend smoothly. I have used loads of water here. You won't believe it. I actually used 3 tubes of water. I mean, that water brush pen tube. It's really a huge amount of water. Now I'm using some white crayon and scribbling out some white lines. I need some light colors here and there because the sun is not fully seen. Maybe it's sunrise or sunset, somewhere it's behind the dark clouds, so I have used that. For Black Swan, the black is not the underground or background color. We need to use some blue shade or whatever which is cooler shade. We need to use that. So I'm using indigo blue, and for the flowers, some kind of pink, salmon pink, and another kind of pink that is available. I actually forgot. For the botanicals, as I have said, I use some aubergine color and everything is activated with water, and now everything is completely dry. You want to make sure before using your color pencil. Now I am using some violet color and creating some shadows to the inner corner of the feathers. Wherever there is a corner, I'm gonna darken out the color. You can obviously use your new color one more time for this, since the area is very intricate. I have decided to use this color pencil because color pencil is my go-to comfortable medium, so I'm using that. I am covering out all the shadow part here. Later, for the neck part also, I am creating some kind of scaly effect. Now I am using indigo blue. This is the darkest blue in the Pablo range. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm using Caran d'Ache Pablo pencil. For the entire coloring, I'll be using this. At one stage for the flower only, I will be using some Caran d'Ache Luminance pencil. Here I'm using some indigo blue, mouse gray, and what else? Yeah, that's all. The same violet color, indigo blue, and mouse gray. Mouse gray will be for the lighter shade where the feathers are getting light. For the neck part, also same color combination. I have created some scale kind of effect. Now I have taken this turquoise blue. As I have said, I need some light hitting around the neck. So I'm using turquoise blue around the neck wherever I feel like the light would hit. So I'm using it around the neck, only around the neck, not anywhere else. And that's all. This feels like the black swan is illuminating around the corners, yeah. And I have taken the white pencil and further lightening out that mouse gray part. Now moving on to the beak, I am using some ruby red, I guess, with some pink and dark red with some cream color, and created this beautiful color. Beak is a very highlighting part in the black swan if you have seen them. Then I'm using the black color. Usually I won't use black color even though the object is black. Now I am using it because I want a very really pitch black dark color, so I'm using black here and there. I made sure to minimize the use of the black color because it will create some matte no dimensional effects. So I have reduced the use of black color here and there. I have used it really in the interior corner of the feather. Moving on to the floor, I'm using some ruby red, light pink, and as I have said, I have used some anthraquinone pink from Caran d'Ache Luminance. Since I don't have any brightest illuminating pink in the set, I have used that. And some orange flowers. These small flowers will be in orange color, and the bigger flowers I have used some violet, red violet, I guess, yeah, for the shadow part. And another, as I have said, the smaller flower will be in orangey pink, and the bigger flowers are much brighter. Now, moving on to the foliage, the leaves and the stem part, I'm using lilac and then aubergine and some mauve. I mean, the middle part of the leaf will be lighter, and I'm darkening out the vein, and the outer edge of the leaves will be darker. Okay, now I have taken the pink and moving on with the water. I'm using some royal blue and another kind of purples, whatever you have in your set, you can use that. Plus some indigo blue around the corners because I need the focus to be mainly on the black swan. So outer corners will be really dark. So I'm using some indigo blue. To have some highlight, I used some white pencil. It didn't work actually. Later, I will correct that. And I'm correcting all the inner areas, intricate areas where color couldn't reach. I am correcting that. Also, I use some white gel pen. I made sure I'm not using it overly because I need a tiny bit here and there. Okay, now the highlight part is done. Now I'm moving on to the darkening out the outer edge. I'm using Shilpi Artistry ink black shadow color. I'm using makeup brush, and all the weapons I'm using here will be included in the description. You can go check that out. I'm darkening out the outer edge of the page, and using some Posca markers I'm creating further more lighter shade. You need to apply some and dab it with your finger, or you can use your brush or some other smudging tool as well. I'm just using my finger and dabbing it, and creates this beautiful light cloudy effect. And I am covering out the black lines where the foliages are touching the sky, and here and there highlights. For the water part also I have given some highlight, as you can see. And for the pollens I have used some golden color jelly pen, and that's all. The output is so magical. I really love the black swan. And that's all for this video. See you soon in my next video. Happy coloring. Bye bye.